Many members will know that in recent months I've had some health issues which relate to renal and kidney problems, and I just wanted to refer to that in this opportunity because of the lessons I've learned out of it. Effectively, my conditions were caused by my service in the ADF and particularly deployments in Somalia, Timor and Iraq, where I suffered some severe episodes of dehydration and had no idea what sort of long-term effects that would cause. But I was very fortunate to be in the hands of a wonderful doctor who has performed magnificent service for veterans in our community here, and we all really salute him for his dedication to looking after veterans, Dr. Hodo Haksamola, and he's also pioneered some wonderful methods of treatment in this space. But the key lesson from that is obviously the issue of keeping on top of this dehydration issue, and for ADF veterans out there I would really recommend that they get out there if they've had dehydration episodes on deployment or in training and get baseline tests done, baseline scans to make sure that they're on top of this and can get in early, because I can definitely indicate that it's not fun when it actually blows up on you. But also I wanted to draw the connection with the situation of our fireys through this disaster season. With the effects of climate change, of course, longer periods of firefighting and the intense heat, they are all at grave risk from those sort of dehydration issues and long-term effects they can have. And I would also recommend that we really put a lot of effort into making sure we're putting a good management regime around our fireys to ensure they stay hydrated. One of the big factors in that, of course, is that they are just overstretched at the moment. I had one firey telling me during this crisis that with his brigade, the previous record for their teams in continuous rotation was 4 weeks. They've been out there now for 8 weeks at a time, and not only are they completely buggered, but it's very, very hard to stay on top of how you personally look after yourself in those sort of conditions. So we really have to look at how we get better numbers out there to respond to these mega disasters, and during this period I've put out some ideas about how we might do that. I think in the first instance that's going to need to involve some sort of incentivisation regime that really hopes to draw in more volunteers, because if you look at it, not only do we not have the numbers out there, but as you go to all of the RFS stations, as I do, to go to their presentation nights, I've been pleased to be with Shane Fitzsimons on those occasions, the demography of those stations is not great. Effectively, you've got people who are in the 60s and 70s even, and a lot of those people have got to be backroom operators. So the people who are out there on the front lines of the fires, are really, really stretched at the moment, and then they can't stay away from their businesses and their farms for as long as we're requiring them to now. So there's a very serious health issue here, but also a management issue of how we deal with these crises going forward.